We are under the light. Rick Porcello gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-11.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In his career against Porcello, he's done well, 6 for 13. A ball and a strike. Porcello is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind an account, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here, 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Batting third, the third baseman,
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Garcia. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run here in the early going as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
In now, Dominic Smith.
The first baseman.
He'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Smith, a California-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning set to go. Next for Milwaukee, Keston Hiura. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Omar Narvaez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And this will be fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
The 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2, full count. Payoff pitch on its way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Ryan Braun now.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
1-1. Drilled down the line. but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. They're still down. It's 2-0. J.D. Davis, the next at bat. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 1-1 home. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. This one's down to third. Fielded by Sogard. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting seven, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Eric Sogard. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Lorenzo Cain is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
2-0 now. 2-1 to count. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Cain stands at second with 2 gone. Popped him up. Rosario shading to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
Back now for the Mets' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. 1-0 the count. Now here it comes. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Conforto, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 1st round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Begging in for his 2nd at-bat, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Holt onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Robinson Cano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the 1st year of his new 4-year contract. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. Mets out in front 2-0. In is Christian Yelich. He's a dangerous hitter indeed as the reigning batting champion in the National League.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he will make it there safely as he fires off the 4th with a leadoff triple.
Second baseman, catch through.
And that'll bring up Keston Hura as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out. At the plate, Omar Narvaez 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Like a simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Popped up. And the catch is made right on top of the pitcher's mound for the 3rd out. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mets lead this one 2-1. Now in the box, Jeff McNeil is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 6.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. That's wide, 2-0. And now a pitch on the way.
3-0 the count.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you started inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Pete Alonso. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first baseman,
Stepping up
2.
now, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch.
That's the ball.
2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Next up for New York, J.D. Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit out towards second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, I don't care that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed two-seamer is almost unhittable.
Cano with it at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th. And that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here, take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And he fouls this one off. Smoke waiting on the 1-2. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. And Lorenzo Cain on deck loves to see that. It means he'll hit here as well.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Marisnik. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, Jake Marisnik. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And therefore it is Hura for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 30.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. But a foul ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The count now at 2-2. The pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Grounded to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Brock Holt. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brock Holt.
First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's 6 out.
The 1-0. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now back.
Ready once again, Christian Yelich. Tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Yelich blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He'll score, and the Brewers have drawn even. It's a 2-2 game. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-1 the count now. To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Avisail Garcia. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Popped up. Cano is there for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Fair to say? Oh, my goodness. The bottom of the 6th inning on its way. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He talked about how it's been one first pitch out after another, and that's been extremely frustrating to watch. They like to encourage their hitters to be aggressive, but to do so selectively. That means swinging at good pitches to hit, and given the 8 first pitch outs they've hit into, that doesn't appear to be the case today.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Robinson.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. And the pitch. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. Navarez finds it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Braun. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Ryan Braun goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. So now to the plate, Eric Sogard. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. Settling in now, Dominic Smith. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Fouled off. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
Up next to the net, the right fielder, Davis.
So digging in now, J.D. Davis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Sogard has it. And there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes Yelich. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains 2-2. In now is Lorenzo Cain. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Brad Brock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he is in there at 3rd as the possible go-ahead score.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to 3rd. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to 1st, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Keston Hiura is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
1-1. The short hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. In to score the runner from 3rd.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Bases full now following the error. And next will be the power-hitting catcher, Omar Narvaez. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Oh, it's on the ground to 2nd. Did he get his double play? On to 1st to complete the double play.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but You don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So here is Avisail Garcia, runner in scoring position with two gone. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Corey Knebel is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Ready now, Jake Marisnick. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that misses inside 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he fouls this one off. Knebel, a 6'4" right-hander. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. This is foul right side. The 1-2 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there swinging. Pitch before this takes a big swing and almost falls down, and then he shortens it up and hits a base hit right on the next pitch.
Yeah, Dan, that's what we call the old bait and switch right there. Try to go deep, count leverage, get to 2 strikes, shorten up, and do your job.
And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Hit to third. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on for it.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now.
Now back, the designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
So striding in, Pete Alonso, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
From the stretch, the 1-2 down the third baseline. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run is scored. He's safe at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Roll. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Standing in, Dominic Smith. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0. Here it is. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Suter hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The set and the 1-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss. In now the Brewers DH, Ryan Braun. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
1-1 the count. Now here it comes. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And the pitch. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. At the plate, Eric Sogard, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded to the right. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And he takes ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score remains tied at 4. Digging in now, J.D. Davis. He'll lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
You know, it's funny. I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
And a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Popped up. Smoke has a play, and no problem with that one as we are headed. Digging in, Brock Holt.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, Brock Holt.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting.
And here's Christian Yelich now. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball well outside. Fouled off. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So here's the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count is 1-2.
On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Strand 1. This game's all tied at 4. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And that misses, ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time, ball 3. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2. This one's down to third. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 24.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2 out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
To the plate now, Jeff McNeil. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. He's set. The 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. Popped up. Smoke in foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Alex Claudia trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. So here's Pete Alonso. Now here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Throw won't get him. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through and it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered with runners in scoring position a couple of times in this one. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was obviously a huge factor in them claiming the victory here.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4 the final tally. New York get the win despite 3 errors in the field. Brad Brock claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the Brewers, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East. The Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 7-4. The Nationals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-2. The Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-1. The Cardinals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 8-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Michael Wacha, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy also uses that pitch that's kind of in vogue in the game now, that cutter. It looks to the hitter like a four-seam fastball, and the next thing you know, it's running in on you. Mariano Rivera used that pitch exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats, and this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to his repertoire.
Here's Brock Holt now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Fans, make sure to join us here at the ballpark this Friday night as we've got the solution for these cold early season games. The first 10,000 fans through the gates will receive a complimentary Team Fleece blanket. That's courtesy of MLB The Show.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And now pitch on the way. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. The windup and the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt.
Nope,
you have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the right
And
fielder.
here's Christian Yelich now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 1-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
And he's safe. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. And now the Mets offense will go to Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts? Stepping up now, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And now pitch on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield, and he'll put this away for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Late on that one as it's foul off to the left side. The 1-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it. New inning set to get underway. Stepping up to the plate, Omar Narvaez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Nope, that's foul.
Here's the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So here's Avisail Garcia. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. In there, strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Ryan Braun is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ryan Braun goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, I get it. You want to be aggressive, but man, these guys are swinging at everything.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 pitch.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Garcia at second, Smoke on at first with 2 down. Hit hard. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Into the box now, Ronnie Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Here's Pete Alonso. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Now at the plate, Zach Collins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. No one out with a runner at second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A tag for 1. The Smoke at first, and they get them both. J.D. Davis the next to bat, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Yelich. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in now for the Brewers, Brock Holt, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Brock Holt.
First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Into the corner and slicing foul. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Brock Holt now with a full count.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Popped him up. Guillorme backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Here's Eric Sogard.
the third baseman, Eric Sogard.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey! That's
Just
ball
off
two.
the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Sogard is retired, 2 down now.
Right fielder, Christian.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. 2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Andres Jimenez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Andre. Jimenez.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
Digging in, Luis Guillorme. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Well, New York Mets fandom has really been taken to another level by that group decked out in orange in right center field. They got their name from the 7-line subway train that served Citi Field, and it's become quite a big deal here in Queens.
No, Matt, they really go all out in support of this Mets team, and it's sort of become a movement amongst fans here in New York.
Yeah, it's a well-organized group, believe it or not, that holds several events throughout the year. They even take their act on the road to visiting ballparks a couple of times each season. It's been really great for the Mets organization. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Garcia will get there, and he puts it away to retire. The start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up. And he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now the pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McNeil is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 8.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. A ball and no strikes. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Marisnick. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Robinson Cano. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. So here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now back, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
This is foul right side. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now to the plate, Zach Collins. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Smoke.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-2.
2-2 count.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Striding into the box, Tyrone Taylor. And he gets ahead 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down. So striding forward now, Ronnie Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Oh, and the throw across the diamond is too late at third. Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And this is taken in for the second out.
Center fielder, number 16. Jake Marisnick.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play, and no chance on the throw. So a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
He's set, and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. On the move again from first. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 2 out with the man at first. Again, he's off for second. Pitch outside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more on this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Into the box, Eric Sogard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Justin Wilson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Justin Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Hit to short. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. There's Cano, and that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Omar Narvaez. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way.
Ball. Man.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Jimenez in foul ground, and no one will track it down. Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it 1-0. So stepping in, Luis Guillorme. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. 1 away. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he can't make contact and is tied up here, it's strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Stepping in now, Pete Alonso, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ball 1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. For the Mets, they still trail 1-0. So here is Avisayo Garcia, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Dylan Betances is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game perhaps. It's 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Ryan Braun.
One away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam. Sandwich.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. It was a walk in his last trip, and it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Pitch on the way. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Here now the 2-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're up 1-0. Stepping in, Zach Collins. No hits to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch. pitch out of the zone indeed. It's strike two. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
At the plate now, J.D. Davis. Ball one to start the at-bat. Nobody out, runner on first. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, one away.
Up next to the bat,
Andres Gimenez the next to bat. He's struck out and popped out in his two previous trips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Hopped into the air, back behind second. Rodriguez takes charge, and he's got it. Two down.
center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Now batting, Jake Marisnick. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
2 out with a man at first. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. The 2-1. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. At the plate, Tyrone Taylor. A hit in 2 tries so far. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Ronnie Rodriguez is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike. 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Count is 1-2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Standing in now, Brock Holt, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He pulls this one into right. Nimmo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for David Phelps is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
number 41.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Here's Jake Marisnik. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Scorched to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Sogard is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Brandon.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit hard down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Taylor is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Striding in once again, Eric Sogard. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
The catcher.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 2-0. 2-1 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Ranging back is Nimmo. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisaíl Garcia.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Avisaíl Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys.
And his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Brewers come up empty here in the ninth. Last chance coming up for the Mets. They trail here 1-0. Josh Hader enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 71.
Digging in to try it again, Jeff McNeil. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-1 on its way. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting, catcher, Zach.
Striding in, Zach Collins. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
The Mets down to their final strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Great job right there to hold up. Game could have been over. Gives himself another chance.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Brewers took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Brandon Woodruff wins his 3rd of the season. Josh Hader wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jose Barrios gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He will lead this one off today.
First pitch, 106.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, three fastballs in a row. He gone.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Now the pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Kepler is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Three of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch.
Ball one.
Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Yeah. 2-2.